It's 2015. I'm a burnt-out graphic designer. I decide I'm going to start making things for myself. I draw a few things and turn them into stickers and a t-shirt, and predictably do a DIY photo shoot with them in Bushwick. I spend the next 5 years developing a style and my drawing skills in my free time when I'm not working on client work. It just becomes a habit that I work at little by little almost every day. To anyone looking in at this, it looks like an aimless waste of time. But I was enjoying it, and it was for me. It's 2020. I take home the vinyl cutter at the building that I work in because everything's closing down for who knows how long. I've made a lot of signs for the building with it, and I've gotten pretty confident in working with vinyl. I decide I'm going to use it to make some stencils and try to make some paintings. I don't get the best results the first few times, but it's fun, so I keep doing it. I spend the next 3 years making paintings using this process, getting better at drawing, vinyl, spray painting, and working larger. I make a total of 23 paintings of various sizes, and I need to do something with them because now they're taking up space in my modest New York City apartment. I apply to a lot of gallery open calls during this time, all of which don't work out. It's 2023, and I answer an open call to show my work for the very first time at 188 Allen Street. The theme is anti-AI, so I make a piece in about a week specifically for the show, and it sells. I start meeting more people through more shows now that things are opening back up. I'm invited to show work at a few more shows, and I continue to meet a lot of new awesome people. It's now March 2024, and my friend Toastoro asked me if I want this spot in the Lower East Side for the month of July. I've never painted a wall before or anything this big or public. Of course, I say yes, but I have to figure out if I can take all these skills I've been working on for the last 9 years and scale them up. At this point, the largest I've worked is 3 by 3 feet. I'm back at a place of uncertainty and experimentation, but this time it's on display. The challenge will be, can I scale those skills and that process up to a 9.5 by 12 foot wall? Inevitably, there will be some new challenges. So I asked friends and artists who have worked this large for advice and about their process, and other artists who have painted this particular wall before. At best, I'll succeed and I'll leave with a new understanding of my capabilities. At worst, I'll screw it up, but I'll learn something from it. Due to the scale, I have to create a grid. I took a picture of the wall, got the exact measurements, and chopped up the art. I ended up with 22 pieces of vinyl that I'd have to assemble like a puzzle on the wall. This was the part I was most worried about. Messing this up would be a nightmare. I was relieved after I got the first few pieces up. Painting was chill because I didn't have to mask anything off like I would for smaller pieces. But it was different because for once I had to color inside the lines. I used a Mylar stencil to create the halftone pattern and tiled it where needed. I had to hop around and paint different parts to let the paint dry in some areas, so it wasn't the most efficient process, especially being up and down the ladder. I had help for the home stretch of filling in the background. In my process, the moment of truth doesn't come until the very end, when you pull off the vinyl, no matter what the size of the piece. Aside from hoping for clean lines, I was concerned that the vinyl might pull off parts of the wall. This wall is entirely layers upon layers of paint and wheat paste, and the vinyl had been baking in the sun all day. But it was worth the risk.